everyone. So, Mashima is a bit of a sneaky fucking bastard for this chapter because in the beginning, for majority of this chapter, it's basically all's well that ends well. The chronophage is gone. Mother and Jamais return to their original forms as the moon and the earth. Like everything seemingly goes back to normal. Now, where Mashima gets a little sneaky with this chapter, though, is again as we get near the end of the chapter, we pretty much learn that Shiki has disappeared, and afterwards we pretty much cut to like 20,000 years into the future. Now, I want to get to that 20,000 years in the future bit first because I think that the whole 20,000 years bit, I think, is Mashima's way of confirming to us that the chronophage, the priestess, that she was in fact like in a sense from future like future Rebecca, but like sort of an apparition of her of her consciousness like given form in a way and that's the reason why we see like the future Rebecca like waking up is because the apparition of the chronophage is basically gone. And so I think that's what Mashima is implying with this, I think. Now let's get to Shiki disappearing though, because yeah, near the end of the chapter, with even despite Mother and Jamais being restored to their original forms, we see that Shiki has disappeared. Now, again, I don't think Mashima, with 4 chapters still left, I don't think Mashima is going to kill Shiki. I really don't. At least not yet. or at least not confirmed death yet for him anyway. But I think what has probably happened is he's probably got transported to with the return of Mother and with Mother and Jamais to their original forms as the sun and the moon. I think he's been misplaced sort of misplaced in time, so to speak. I think he's now living in another reality, another space time, as it were. Like he's been transported like somewhere else, I think. And the last 4 chapters are going to be probably about him getting back to the others somehow. And I think this is also probably where I think Rebecca, like our Rebecca, might come into play, because I feel like with this setup, Rebecca has to play some part in probably getting him back. Probably, it's just a matter of what that's going to be, because the fact that we cut to like future Rebecca and then the whole thing with Shiki disappearing and kind of like stops by landing on our Rebecca, like wondering where he is. Like, I feel again that might be Mashima's way of saying both future Rebecca and our Rebecca are in some way going to play a part in getting Shiki back. Like her powers are gonna help in getting Shiki back. The only worry I have is what the implication of how Rebecca is going to get Shiki back, because again, it's falling into that belief I have that in order for one life to be saved, a sacrifice still has to be made. So it's like that's where I start to worry of like, is Rebecca going to have to sacrifice herself in order to get Shiki back? That's kind of my thing about it. It's like, at the end of the day, there's going to have to be some manner of sacrifice here. It's Mashima. He's like, in these final moments, like some kind of sacrifice is gonna have to be made. I just don't know how. Again, it's one of those things where I get the base premise of the idea, I think, of how this might play out. It's a matter of how the execution of it all goes down, and this is where I do kind of worry in a way that Mashima might still have a few tricks up his sleeves in order to make us in order to get to our happy ending. sacrifices are gonna still have to be made in a way. Um, and yeah, aside from that, there's not really a whole lot more to even talk about with this chapter. It's just kind of, it's all pretty much just ended on it all pretty much just ended on a happy note with the universe being saved, all that stuff. It's like, and I will be honest, seeing just like, even seeing like everyone just kind of smiling, celebrating the victory, it is kind of fun in that regard. And honestly, I never thought it is, but especially seeing Drac and Joe like smiling at at having being one of the saviors of the one of the saviors of this universe. It is kind of interestingly poetic in a way where he was like the first major baddie we fought, and now he's basically one of the universe's biggest saviors. It's like kind of ironic in that way, and even more so like sure as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much honestly all I got to talk about with this review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and on this Crunchyroll, and honestly, just really kind of engage with the comments on this one. Like, tell me what you guys think is gonna happen, because again, Mashima has kind of thrown things a little bit out of whack with this, but I get a genuine idea of how this might go down. But like, tell me your theories of it. But yeah, guys, enjoy the life. But yeah, guys, later.